TikTok over here. Then I have YouTube right here. So welcome YouTube. When you're jumping on, let me know where you're watching from. And if you're watching the replay, just put replay in the comments. I love that. And let me know where you're watching from also with the replay. I think it's really cool how YouTube lets people watch the replay. So if you need to go back, have to get off early and you want to watch the replay of this, you can go back. So we have Maine, Atlanta, Alabama. Isn't this cool, you guys? Seriously, like these are free platforms and we can hang out together literally all over the world by using free platforms. So, oh, Tokyo, I love that. Hey, my neighbor, Oklahoma. I'm hanging out with you guys in Kansas. So looks like we have a bunch from the Midwest. How cool is that? Aw, thank you. You guys are so sweet. Yes, make it happen Monday. That's good. Hello, YouTube. Got California in the house, North Carolina. Awesome, awesome. Welcome, everybody. So let's go ahead and dive in. I want to talk to you guys today about how to plan for success, right? Because you guys got to understand something. When you decide to start making an income from home, you got to plan for it. Now, this was really hard for me because I like to just live in the moment, right? I'm not a very organized person. So when I knew I had to figure this out, you guys, it was the game changer for me. And it was the game changer because it's given me more time to do the things that I love. I now have way more time with my family and I now have way more income to enjoy it, which was so wild to me because when I didn't have a plan, I didn't have structure, I didn't have a blueprint to follow. I was literally like a hamster on a wheel. I was going so fast. And I thought the harder I worked, the more I would make. In reality, it was exact opposite because the harder I worked trying to reach people, trying to get people to buy from me, the more burned out I got. And we only have so much bandwidth up here, right? Oh, Nebraska, hello. Above me, I'm in Kansas. So how cool. In Trinidad, Florida. Hey, Tampa Bay. I love Tampa. So good there. Love it. Good, still on vacation, but I start missing these greetings. Oh, from Aruba. How awesome. Love it, love it. Good morning. Good morning. Well, you are welcome for all the training. I love it. So good. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. UK in the house. How's Andy doing? And so I'm going to talk to you guys about that. Here's something I learned, and I learned this early on. And you might want to write this down or put it in the comments. Structure equals freedom. When I learned to be very structured with a schedule, it's given me freedom. And so what I learned is I learned how to master a 2-hour income earning activity day. Be hello, good morning, South Africa. Be priority focused for 2 hours a day where you had no distractions. You couldn't check nothing. You couldn't check your phone. You couldn't, no distractions. And I literally could get all my income earning activities done in 2 hours a day. So I'm telling you what, you guys truly can plan for success. You truly can. And so the first step is I learned to master that 2-hour income earning activity day. The second is I learned to be very intentional for 2 hours a day, right? Oh, thank you guys for the love. I appreciate it. Structure brings you freedom. Yes. Structure equals freedom. Yes. Plan for success. So important. So important, you guys. And so what happened is I became very intentional. So here's how you become intentional. So the first step when you want to make an income from home and get that consistent flow of money coming in is you guys need to have a vision. You need to have a goal. You need to know where you want to go. So for example, if you have a job, you have a goal, right? Your goal is I'm going to work 40 hours this week so I can get paid for 40, right? That is a goal. Yes. Structure equals money. Hey, I like that one. Right? And so you think about that. You have become intentional to make sure you get up in the morning and go to your job so you're paid at your job. And so that's something that is so important when you go to create an income online is you got to have that schedule made. Okay. And I know this is not a fun topic. I know because it means you're going to have to do something different. You're going to have to change patterns and routines, right? Yes, that was a big aha moment for you. Awesome. I love that. Structure is equals freedom. It has literally just given me my life back. It literally has, right? And so I'm going to help you guys with this today, really understand this stuff. And so being intentional, okay? So what do I mean by that? So what I mean by that, being intentional and being accountable with your to plan for success. So here's what I mean by that. So for example, in my 2-hour income earning activity a day, I like to go live every day, and I like to do 3 pieces of content. And so I'm intentional with doing that. So it's not like, oh, I should. It's like, no, I need to, right? No, I will do it. And so, for example, it's like you don't go to work and be like, I should go to work. You're like, no, I got to go to work. Like you're so intentional with showing up for work so you get paid. When you become that intentional with your online business and you show up, you will start getting paid. Okay. One change at a time works. Yes, absolutely. Yes. So good. So true. Yes. Yes. And eliminate distractions. So I will share a fun fact with you guys. What I do is I can literally, I call it priority focused time. I can get my main income earning activities done in 2 hours. So I let my family know when that is. And then unless there's bones flying or blood gushing, they don't bother me during that 2 hours. And you guys, they still have 22 hours they can bother me, right? But those 2 hours, they got to give me that time. And I'm telling you that was huge for me because if you get some type of momentum going, the moment you have a distraction, you got to start over again, right? So what I'm sharing with you is if you want to plan for success with an online business and you're doing it from home, you got to find 2 hours a day where you can have priority focused time. That could be 30 minutes here, 30 minutes here. I have a gal in my community that has a lot of kids. So her time is actually, she spends an hour of that in her car getting her content and going live in her car, and her husband's inside with the kids, right? So you might have to get creative, but that's the cool part in today's world. It's nothing about a fancy background. It's all about you being your true self. It's all about you being authentic, right? And just being very consistent. It's so true. Yes, grow 1% better every day. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I can't wait for Tech to set up my site. Yay! I would have Tech do it too. Yeah, yeah, and yeah. I mean, let me do this real quick here, guys. Let me delete this because I'm going to go over some fun stuff with you today. I'm excited to be with you. Okay, yeah. If you want to learn more, it's right here. Okay, just go right here. dailypaybusiness.com. Check it out. Scroll to the very bottom when you get there after you put your email in, and you'll see when you get to the website all the different options. Okay. Yay. Yep. I've been on vacation for 2 weeks and still making time for my 2 hour day. Yes. Because you still got 22 hours in your day, right? You still do. Okay. So the next part is you got to come up with a morning routine. You got to come up with setting yourself up for success. Even if you have a job, you got to create a morning routine that doesn't include chaos. So one of the things that I do in my morning routine is the very first thing I do is I make my bed because that's a quick win. That is a quick win, right? You're not leaving things unfinished. You're programming your mind to be the finisher. I know it sounds so simple and so misunderstood, but it is a game changer. So I will not even walk out of my room in the morning until my bed is made. And that's a win. So you want to grab a quick win in the morning. Okay. This is so huge. Grab that quick win in the morning. And so that's the first thing I do. Now, the next thing I do is when I'm getting ready, I literally will have my phone propped up on the wall, and I will have something going that manages my mind and helps my mind grow, helps plant seeds of success in my mind. It's no different than anything. If I listen to negativity long enough, I will become negative and I will think the world is falling apart. If I listen to positivity long enough, I will think the world is positive. What we put inside of here is what we see. Can I give you guys a really great example? Let's have fun real quick. Unless you're driving, you can't do this. But if you're not driving, you're going to do this with me. Okay. So I want you to look around your room and I want you to find things that are red. Look for every single thing in the room that is red. Like, look around. What do you see in the room that is red? Keep a mental note. What do you see in the room that is red? Keep on looking. What you see is red, right? I want you to look for red. Just look for red. Okay, now I need you to close your eyes. Okay, close your eyes unless you're driving. I want you to close your eyes right now. And I want you to think, and you got to put this in the comments. How many things did you see that were green? Put that. Now, why am I saying that? Because you weren't looking for green. You were looking for red. So you probably didn't see very much green when you close your eyes. Exactly. None. Right. You don't know because you weren't looking. You were looking for red. So I'm telling you, if you are looking, if you are wanting success, you got to look for success. And the first way to look for success is plant the seeds in here. So now, think about that. Now, open your eyes. Well, you've got them open now. But anyway, now look around. Now that you're looking, how many things do you see that are green? Now that you're looking for green. See, what you see, what you focus on is what you get more of. Okay. What you focus on is what you get more of. Pretty wild. For example, have you ever bought a car before? And then all of a sudden you're buying a car and you're seeing your car everywhere. And you're like, I didn't know so many people had a car like mine. Right. You see more now, right? When you're looking for it. I'm only telling you that. So every morning I would equip my mind for success. It's no different than a shower. How long could you go without a shower before you start stinking? Your mind is the same. So if you're whatever you're putting in your mind on a daily basis is what you're going to get more of. So I just my challenge for you for the last 20 days of this month is put more of things that will lead you to success in your mind. Right? That is why, like my program, for example, it's you have it on an app on your phone. So you actually can listen to it while you're getting ready in the morning. You can listen to it while you're doing dishes. You can listen to it while you're cooking dinner so we can equip your mind for success. So that was part of my morning routine, making sure yes, yes. Good morning, Kayla. How are you? How are you doing? Yep. For green, yes. Isn't that amazing how that happens? And so that was one of the most important things to me is so every morning I listen to something. If I am kind of more in a little bit of a funk, like I feel a little bit more like overwhelmed, sometimes we wake up a little different. I will listen to Tony Robbins. I personally love listening to him on TikTok because it's shorter videos and I can just get a good dose of him in a short time. Sometimes I'll go to YouTube and watch more of his detailed videos that I kind of like just that short. So I will do that sometimes. If not, it's learning. It's learning how to master certain skills because you realize if you can master skills, you will make more money. That's the difference, my friend. So, for example, you can have a nurse and she is the most amazing, beautiful, caring, compassionate person. And you love going to the doctor for the nurse, right? Because she's so sweet. Then you have the doctor, he comes in, he gets her done, and he's gone. He don't really have a personality, but he is good at his job. But the nurse is just so awesome. But why is her income here and his is here? She's a nicer person. She spent more time with you. Why is her income down here, but his is up here? Because he has more skills. If she would go back to school and get more skills, she could make just as much as him. I'm telling you, the difference of where you are right now and where you want to go, right where you want to go is the amount of skills and techniques you've mastered, my friend. The moment you learn to focus on getting better at things, your bank account looks better. See, that was my problem, but I understood that. But I didn't know where to go. So I would spend so much time Googling and searching and watching YouTube videos over and over and over again, thinking it was going to be that one thing that I was going to hear that would change everything. right? I needed that structure. Structure equals freedom. I needed a step-by-step process for me to follow, one that I could follow, one that I could be accountable and know what to do every day. So that's how I could master that 2-hour workday, because it told me exactly what to do. That was a game changer for me. That's what took me off of working hours and hours and hours with little result and being able to work less and make more. And so one of the most important things was literally mastering that morning routine. If you start setting yourself up for success, you will be a magnet to success. So, how you start your morning, even if you have to start your morning and go to a job, the way you start that morning will equip you for success. So, here's what I would do if I was trying to launch an online business and I had a full time job. I would have a morning routine that equipped my mind for success. Now you're going to go to work. You're going to probably start talking a little bit different and acting a little bit different, that people are going to be like, what happened to you? Why are you so positive? Like, holy moly, what's going on? Right? Because they can't handle that. A lot of people, because they haven't learned a positive morning routine. So what's going to happen is in your day, dealing with people that aren't as positive or not a visionary like you might kind of get in a slump and you might kind of go back to that behavior. So, what I recommend is on your way home from work or right before you do your income earning activities for your online business so you can quit your job and design your life, just spend some time plugging in Tony Robbins or spend some time with some type of training or some video that will get you back in that winning mindset. That's huge, right? So I try to get all my income earning activities done in the day. Sometimes I will do more in the afternoon. Every single time I do, I will just listen to a video. I don't care if it's 30 seconds or a minute and a half long. You guys, your mind is the most powerful thing you got, but it's also wired to keep us safe. It's wired. It's wired to not knee jerk the patterns you've created, the routines. It's wired to just help you be complacent and help you stay there. So for you to get out of that, you got to equip your mind for success. Right? That was one of the most aha moments I had, that just because I purchased something doesn't mean I'm going to be successful. I'm not going to be successful till I train my mind. So the moment you train your mind, you guys, you are going to unleash the power that you have, and you'll become this unstoppable force. Yes, it is that easy. And yes, it's one of the most overlooked things people do. It is really, is it possible I can get assistance with setting up IG and connect my funnel to account? Well, if you're inside my community, that's inside of the training. Yeah, how to create an Instagram account is inside the training, and how to have it. We give you a fully automated system. So I don't know if you're in or not, but yeah, that's all inside of there. What videos? So I like Tony Robbins, right? He's literally one of my favorite. If I need to get like that, oh, here you are, right? I love Tony Robbins. So he's literally one of my OGs that I go to. Another one is I watch the videos inside my community. We have a gal that does training. Her name is Laura St. John. She's actually coming back this Thursday. I'm excited. She'll be back this Thursday. She is a powerhouse for a mindset coach. You guys, she's actually been featured on like Selling on Sunset on Netflix. When those gals were having that cat fight, she actually came in to help them, that stop the drama. She did a training for us in January. You guys realize I've listened to that 20 times. And here's what's quite interesting, because I don't do well with retaining things. And so I take notes, because I notice if I write things down, that retains easier for me. And so it's quite interesting. So every time I listen to that, I will literally, well, what I do now though, fun fact, you guys want to know a fun fact about me? What I do now, I used to carry my notebook. So what I do now is on an iPhone, you guys want to know this, I can have two screens open. So I will have my notes open. You guys want to see this? Look at this. I'll just show you this. Look at this. This was notes from the other day I took during a call, during a video. So let me tell you a fun fact. Learning something that you probably didn't even know before. So you ready for this? Okay, well, let me just show you. How's that? Let me just show you because this is like the coolest thing ever that iPhone did. Let me just show you. We're just gonna do this together. How's this? Because this is cool. This is how I take notes now. I do like writing, but when I'm getting ready, this is easy. You guys are gonna see something really fun here. Okay. Um, Here, let me just go to my last video I was watching, and I just go to my history. Do, 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 do. Okay, ready? So okay, so see this? I can have the video going here. Now watch this. So let's say I want to take notes of what she just said. Watch this. I click this so I can hire somebody for that. Is that not cool? So what I do is if she says something that I want to keep, all I got to do is click the microphone and say it, and it will type it. And the moment I unclick the microphone, it will start her recording again. Is that not the coolest thing? And I bet you 10 of you right now are going to be like, oh, Michelle, I've known that for years. Well, I haven't because I'm not a tech person, but I thought that was cool. So what I'll do in the morning is I literally I'm so much fun. Well, I'm glad you guys think I'm fun. And so I literally will have this setting here just like this. This is how the video, because I don't really need to see the video. And this is how I will do it. And so I literally will just sit there and have my phone lean it against the wall. And then when they say something that I want to keep note of, I'll just press this and record it. It pauses the video, lets me speak it, it types it, and I can keep on going. So let's save me time getting ready in the morning than having to pause the video and write it down, even though I'd rather write it because I retain better, but this helps as well. But isn't that cool? Just learned something new. Yes. Oh my goodness. Yes, I do. So let me show you guys this. This is, you'll crack up. So look how long I've been doing this. Look at this. Look at all these notes I have. And so I'm going to share another fun fact with you. I mean, like literally, I have notes. This is my daily. You can see the days. Like, look at this. You can see I do every day. Look at this. 519, 519, 518, 515, 511, 509, 520. I mean, you can see I take daily notes. So here's what's cool. I will have these. So sometimes what I will do is that's how I can create content, right? Not only for my community, because it's things that were like impactful for me, and then I can implement it. And if it works, I send it to my community. But here's something else I've learned to do with this. Because when I'm flying on an airplane, sometimes I do not have internet. So I will just go through my notes with my book and I will write down the most impactful things. And then here's something I do when I write it down. Why was it impactful and how can I use it to improve my life? How can I use it to help my community get closer to their goals and dreams? It's fun. Like it was the coolest thing I've ever learned. And I learned that by accident, by the way. Let me tell you how I learned it. I literally was curling my hair one day and I was like, oh, that's so good. And because typically I would push pause on the video, and instead of pushing pause at the curling end, and I pushed the microphone and it stopped the video. And I'm like, are you kidding me? That worked. So I found it by accident, by the way. Yes, like a business journal. Yes. So anyway, that is what I do every day. And then I have literally all this to go back on. I mean, look at this, you guys. I mean, look at this. Look at that. 5-2, 5-1, 5-1, 430, 429, 429, 428, 427, 26. I mean, you can see that I've literally been doing this forever. Like you can see. Isn't that wild? I don't think there's a day that I have not taken notes. So now some days, what I'll do is if I'm listening to the same video, I will just post it on the same notes from the day before. But isn't that cool? I have all that to go on. I could probably write a book just off of this stuff. Oh, yes, accidental knowledge. That is so good. Yes, it is so awesome. I don't know if that is available on an Android. I would definitely, find it. No, I listen to different videos all the time, right? It's just kind of based on what I need. But yeah, so I have all of this in here. Look at this. We're back into February. I mean, I've just forever done this. Is this not cool? And so sometimes what I'll even do, guys, if my notes are like so good, I can share this to my computer and then I can put it in like a Google Docs to store it. Yeah. So anyway, yes. Yeah. So anyway, that's what I do. Okay. Watching you is refreshing. You're so sweet, my friend. Yes. So anyway, so that's what I do. Every day I will listen to some type of video. I just want to equip myself to have a winning day. Okay. It is so important. Hey, friend, how are you? Oh, so yeah, you can do it on Android. There you go. How do you send to your computer? Okay, so like I'm going to click on the notes. This is my notes from January. See right there that plus or that looks like a the square to upload, right? I click on that and then it just says I do airdrop. And then I can literally airdrop it right to my phone. So because I can airdrop back and forth. So if you don't have an iPhone, you could probably just email it to yourself. But I can just click that airdrop and it pulls up on my phone. Yeah. So there you guys go. That's how I take notes. But you can see that day look at that every day. And so I have that stuff to always go back on if I want. So anyway, that's how I equip myself for a winning mindset. You got to equip yourself for success. It's no different than you wanting to be a professional basketball player. You couldn't just one day wake up and be, I'm going to be a professional basketball player. You got to equip yourself. You got to get in the condition. You got to get in the shape for success. You guys are to be a professional athlete, right? If you guys want to, you got to get in shape for success. You got to get in shape to make six figures. You got to get in shape to make seven figures. The moment you do, it will shape you up to the income that you literally want to make. Okay. Okay. So, yay, doing my second weeks of live. I'm being accountable. I love it. I listen to mediation music when I drive to stay calm. That's a good thing, right? Because it can get a little cray. Oh my goodness, in traffic. So, yes, training your mental muscles. Ooh, that's a good one. I love that. So good. So good. Hey, thanks for subscribing. I just saw somebody subscribe to me. I'm doing a subscriber live today at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. I can't wait. I cannot wait. So, okay. I really love, like somebody just said, I can't wait to go live, but I have so little followers. I'm really proud of you for wanting to go live, you guys, because I said I would never go live when I launched my business. And it even took me 6 weeks to hit 8,000 followers, but I was still too scared to go live. I didn't even go live till 30 days later after I hit 8,000 followers, right? And I'm grateful that I didn't, by the way, because here's the deal. I'm a sensitive person. I am. I got to work on like not buckling on certain things. And so I didn't have the confidence and the courage yet to go live. And I know if I would have went live at the very beginning, but I didn't have my message right to my market, my message to my perfect customer. And if my lives would have been bad, I probably would have never gone live again. So it was very good for me to go live when I had that confidence and already was making money. It was perfect for me. So I'm proud of you that you're like, I'm ready to go live, because I was like, I will never go live. I'm telling you guys, whatever state of mind you're in right now, you can have success. Like I'm telling you, you can have success. When I started my journey making money from home, I had zero belief in myself, like literally zero belief. I thought I was too old. I was like, I cannot believe I'm going on TikTok. I thought TikTok was a dancing platform. I didn't have a following. I didn't have an email list. And I just was super disappointed in myself. So I had to get out of my own way. And the best way I got out of my own way was have a morning routine that helped me manage my mind and helped me equip me for being worthy of success. See, some of you are like me and you're caught in like this trap, or you've had trauma or drama in your life that you feel maybe those were the cards you were dealt. That's worthiness, right? And so I'm just telling you that if you feel that way, that's okay. I can promise you the moment you add a morning routine, everything changes and you're going to start equipping yourself for success. right? I'll share another fun fact with you. I have to be careful in the evenings because sometimes I'll like when I'm just trying to get things done. If I go and listen to like Tony Robbins or something, it will get so fired up I can't go to sleep. So sometimes he's like caffeine for me. I don't need no caffeine when I got Tony Robbins in my life, boy. He gets me so fired up. Like he makes me believe I can do anything. He makes me feel like I can go pick my house up and carry my house on one finger, right? And so I have to be careful at night because I'll listen to him and I'll get so fired up. So it's funny. Anyway, I had to share that with you guys. So yes. Um, I didn't get to go live till 800. See, now when I started, it was 1,000. Yeah, it was 1,000. So, which I was grateful. I was grateful. So, hello, hello. How's Melissa doing today? So yeah, okay. So let's keep on going. So we talked about the morning routine. Now you guys got to be very intentional. If you want to have success, you got to be very intentional. So for example, and I want to give you a great example. Let's say you decided to go get a gym membership. Okay. And you got your gym membership because you want to get in shape this summer. You're not going to just walk in the gym and just kind of hang out. You're going to be intentional with what you do when you get to the gym. Because if you're intentional with what you do when you get to the gym, you're going to see results. If you just go to the gym to go to the gym and you're kind of floundering around, you know you're not going to get the type of results. And you're probably going to get so burned out that you quit. Because you're like, I'm going to the gym, but nothing's happening. Well, nothing's happening because you didn't get intentional with what you needed to do. And so, why I say that is because I learned, you guys, and again, I had to learn to master this. I learned how to get super intentional 2 hours a day. I call it my income earning activity time in 2 hours a day. And let me share with you why, when you start trying to make money from home, why this is so important. Because we've been programmed our entire life that if we clock in at a job, we make money. We make money if we grab our phone. We make money if we put lip gloss on because you're paid by the hour. Now, the company doesn't make money when you're doing that, but unfortunately, because you're paid by the hour, they got to pay you. And so you have to break those patterns because you can't think when you launch a successful online business, you don't get paid to straighten your desk. You don't get paid to scroll on social media. You don't get paid to chitter chatter with other people, right? About the business. Not you talking to them about become a customer, just like chitter chatter back and forth, right? So, for example, like I have a community, right? If you're talking back and forth with somebody in the community, that's not your income earning activity times. That is literally income earning activities. So, you guys, when I learned to master that, when I learned to master getting my income earning activities done in 2 hours a day, it was a game changer. So, what I want to do is I want to show you what I did at the very beginning and what I do now. Because I still get my income earning activities done in 2 to 3 hours a day. Okay. Then I'll spend time in my community or training my community, but that's not income earning activities because the people in my community have already bought. Does that make sense? So I can't add that. And so I'm telling you, the moment you give it 2 hours a day. So I want to break it down for you because this is so important. Because if you don't know exactly what you need to do that drives results, you won't do anything, right? Or you'll be doing the wrong things and then you'll be wondering why you're not successful. So I got to share this with you because, well, let me just do this. So I'm going to do 30 minutes. Okay. This is what I did when I was brand new. 30 minutes posting free ads. Okay. 30 minutes. I literally, you guys, would grab my phone and I would set an alarm for 30 minutes. So after I set the alarm for 30 minutes, I literally would play my favorite music and had my peach tea lemonade drink, and I would literally copy and paste free ads. You guys, I was so grateful. I was so excited to do that. You know why? Because I'm an introvert and I could post free ads and I didn't have to worry about DMing anybody. Matter of fact, TikTok, I won't DM you. Please be safe. I will not DM you guys on Facebook or TikTok. People have created imposter accounts and they will DM you and try to get you to give them money over DM. I will not do that. I can promise you that is not me. Be safe. They will tell you I do WhatsApp or I do Telegram. I don't do any of that, my friends. So please be safe. Okay. I don't want you getting hurt. So the best way to hang out with me is right here. You know, you're talking to me, right? Or in my email, dailypaybusiness.com. Okay. I just want you to know that. So I would spend 30 minutes a day posting free ad. I know, but you know what? It's kind of going away. My Hawaii tan's kind of going away. So thank goodness in a week I'll be in Florida. That'll be really red because it's a lot hotter in Florida. Um, yeah, yeah, you warned us. Yay! Thank you for paying attention to that, my friend, because oh, it's so sad. The newest thing is they're telling you that they're actually using my program. They're saying, hey, or they're not, they're using the name of it in their message to you, and they're telling you, hey, I'm in my legacy builder program, I got a for $500 or something, you can give them the money for a bot or some special training. The guys, I train you for free inside my community. Like tonight, I'm gonna rock your world tonight. Woo! Tonight is gonna be fun. I have not trained on a Monday for a while, so I'm gonna bring it to you guys tonight. Tonight, I'm gonna show you how to warm an audience up, how to grow a following, warm an audience up, and how to turn them into your raving customers in 1 hour a day. I'm gonna show you exactly how to do that tonight. I'm gonna hang out with you guys until all questions are answered. Then tomorrow, I'm jumping on with my legacy builder customers, and we're talking about last week we talked about how to take your automated system and how to track the numbers and then what you need to do on a weekly basis. So all of them did it last week, and then I'm going to show them on week 2 or what you do every week now that you're tracking it. So we're going to cover that because I want to help it convert, because the quicker you can get your automated system converting, that's the quicker you're going to win. And then you're going to know exactly how many people a day need to land on your automated system so you know when to get a customer. Just like anything. Just like anything. Like if there's people that do like phone sales processes and they know exactly how many phone calls they need to be on to get a customer. I do too with automations. I've been sharing this process with you guys since October of 2022. I'm like, 17 are buying from me, 13 are buying from me, 10 are buying from me. I've been sharing this process with you. So I'm going to help my community. That's tomorrow on the Legacy Builder, how to get their numbers to convert even better. So yay, I'm excited. So should you use a computer? I literally do everything on my app. There's 4 apps that I use on my phone. Now, to set it up to have a computer is so much quicker. But if you can't, then just turn your phone this way when you go to create it. Yeah. So, okay. Now let's go. So I'm going to talk about the 30 minutes posting free ads. Now, why did I love this so much? Guys, I love this so much because I'm an introvert. Believe it or not, I am. I just have to take my passion with you guys. And I just feel like it's just you and I hanging out here. I don't pay attention to how many's listening. I feel like it's just you and I hanging out here. And I'm your hope dealer today. I hope you see a different perspective. I hope you see that you too can learn these skills. I hope you see that you can learn how to master a morning routine for success. I'm just your hope dealer today. And so I feel like it's just you and me talking. I got one of you on TikTok, I got one of you on YouTube, and we're just talking. That's how me as an introvert can show up for you, right? Because I just want to make a difference in your life. I want to make sure that you never have to take that calculator to the grocery store. You guys, I saw the saddest thing yesterday at the grocery store. I really did. So it was an older couple. She was in a wheelchair and he was pushing the cart. She had one of those electric wheelchairs. She was pushing the cart and she was holding the calculator. And she was getting on him because he put grapes in the cart and he didn't weigh the grapes. She goes, how am I going to add that to the calculator? He goes, I don't know. It was probably $9 in grapes. She goes, well, we need to know. And they were little. I was watching them calculate everything. And my heart was breaking. Like they were calculating, and she was upset with him because he forgot to weigh the grapes and they couldn't put the exact amount down on that calculator. And I was like, man, this is the stuff I'm talking about. But I've always talked about, I don't want a mom, but then I'm looking at two older people that have such a tight budget. She was upset because they didn't weigh the freaking grapes, because that $5 or $10 would have made a difference of what they were buying. I will tell you what, I will show up for you so that doesn't happen for you. You know how hard it was for me not to go over there and ask them if I could buy their groceries. It was so hard, but I was like, I don't want them to feel like I'm showing petty, right? How do you do that? Can you guys help me? Like, how I wanted to, it was so bad. I'm like, here's what I'm going to do. If I see them going through the grocery line when I go through, I'm going to pay their groceries. But how do I walk up to them here and say that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't want them to feel uncomfortable or think I was over eavesdropping. I heard them because I was right beside them. You know, I'm coming from. I just want to change that. It saddens me that they probably have worked their entire life and now they're arguing over he didn't weigh the grapes so they could put it on the calculator right. It was I was like, I just want to pay their groceries. Like, I'm telling you guys, there is a better way. There is. Ooh, that is a good one. Tell them I'm going to bless you. See, why didn't I have you guys yesterday? Dang it. I'm going to write that down because, oh, yeah, that's a good one. Thank you. Thank you. Because I would have loved to just, yeah, but I didn't want to. Yes. Thank you for that. Mm, yeah. Yes. That is so good. Yeah. I couldn't help but over here, but can I bless you? Yes. Yes. Thank you guys. I love you guys so much. See, you guys help me. Trust me, you help me just as much as I help you. I can tell you what. And so, anyway, I'm just like, but I literally left the store yesterday, and my granddaughter was with me, by the way. And I looked at her and I said, did you see what she was holding? And she goes, what, Grandma? I go, that was a calculator because they were trying to make sure they had enough money to buy groceries. And I go, that's why I work so hard. That's why I will change so many lives, Ariel. She goes, Grandma, when I'm older, I'm going to work with you. Me and you are going to change a bunch of lives together. I said, yes, that's going to be awesome, sister. She's 5, you guys, by the way. But I wanted her to experience that. I'm like, there is a better way. And I go, that's why grandma has a community, because I can't change the world myself. It's going to take a whole movement, right? I want millions of people out there so we can change millions of lives. And that was it for me yesterday. I was like, man, but thank you guys for that, because bless you. Yeah, that's a good one. Thank you. You guys are awesome. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, I got it. Yep. It's not me. I can promise you. Happy gorgeous day in New York. But yeah, it's not me DMing you on TikTok. Just be safe. So yes. Oh, your 5-year-old granddaughter loves to make videos. There you go. I'm so thankful you're part of the movement as well, my friend. So, okay, let's get back to this. So 30 minutes posting free ads. And again, why I loved it, because I'm an introvert. So it's like, I thought this was the coolest thing ever since sliced apple pie with hot ice, or with hot apple pie out of the oven with ice cream on it. Like, I love that. It's like one of my favorite desserts, by the way. And I love that because I didn't have to get on the phone with anybody. I didn't have to DM anybody. I didn't have to bother anybody. I didn't have to friend request people and slide into their DMs. I literally was able to do attraction marketing through posting free ads. Now, here's something I did in my posting free ads that I'm going to give you guys a hot tip. I understand the power of video. I mean, YouTube is the number 2 largest search engine. So I put a YouTube video inside of my free ads. I'm telling you guys what, when you learn to market the right way, what happens is when you learn to market the right way, you learn to connect the dots in many ways, and have doing one thing end up impacting multiple things. Here's what I mean. So I posted free ads for 30 minutes a day. And then what I would do is I put a YouTube video inside of it. So not only did that grow my email list, it grew my subscribers on YouTube, and it gave me my hours on YouTube because of a free ads method. Not only did it grow my email, get my customer base grown, but it grew my my YouTube channel. I'm now monetized on YouTube. So wild. So wild. Was it 2 days ago? I had a $262 day on YouTube. On YouTube. By being monetized on YouTube. All because of this, by the way. This created the movement and the momentum for that to happen. That's so wild to me. So anyway, 30 minutes a day posting free ads is what I would do. Then again, and then I was very intentional. Like it happened. I'll tell you what, I got to tell you a fun thing I did. So what I did with the free ads, so I understand that it's, hey, how are you doing, Danny? I understand that it's free ads. So what I had to do is you got to stand out. So here's how I stood out. I'm giving you a hot tip, by the way. Not only am I helping you create a winning, successful daily routine, I'm giving you hot tips of getting customers as well. And so what I did is I needed to stand out. It's no different than anything, right? So what I did is I decided my ads were going to target moms. And so what I did is I went to Google and I Googled the top, and I picked a state. Every week I would do a different state. Unless that state was generating income, getting me customers, I would stick in the same state. So anyway, what I do is I literally will, I would go to Google and I would type in the top 10 family-friendly states in Texas. And what it did is it would populate the top 10 cities. Top 10 family-friendly cities in Texas. I think that's what I said. And then that's who I would run my ads to. And so my ads were towards moms because I knew if I was so intentional with who my ad was for and what city, it's going to stop their scroll. So I would run ads in one website going, attention moms in Austin who want to make $300 a day. Attention moms in Dallas who want to make $300 a day, right? And I would pick mom and the city. And that's how I would run my ads. That's why I had such good success, because I wasn't blending in. I was standing out. And then in my ad, it was super short because I understand we have like the attention span of a goldfish. So I didn't have a lot of time to get their attention. So my ad would be like bullet points and what they needed and what they didn't need, right? And what was required of them. And then I put a YouTube video in it. I'm telling you, it was amazing. I cannot believe what it did for my business. Like seriously. Okay, so I spent 30 minutes doing that. The coolest 30 minutes I'd ever spent. Want to add the correct type of, well, okay, so if I was running free ads now, honestly, if you do not want to create like a 5 or 6 minute video for YouTube, I would use the latest webinar or your favorite webinar. That's what I would do. I did. I actually created a video. You guys, you should go look at it. It's on my YouTube channel. It's hilarious. Definitely Ignorance on Fire. It was when I was brand new. I knew nothing, but I just was excited to get this out there. You'll know which video it is because it's got the most views, or it used to anyway. It might not anymore, but anyway. Okay, so then I would spend 1 hour. Okay, 1 hour creating content. Okay. You guys, this is no different than you with your job. You understand that, right? You know when you're going to go to work and you know when you're going to get off of work, typically, right? And some of you know exactly what you need to do during the day, right? I think everybody knows, right? I just scheduled my time like this. So creating content, what I've discovered, you guys, when you're launching an online business, three pieces. 3 pieces. 3 pieces can literally generate exposure, build you the brand. 3 on TikTok, right? I chose TikTok. All platforms work, by the way, but I think you can get by with a little bit more pieces of content on some of the other platforms. I've just kind of noticed that with TikTok, sometimes if you post more than 3 a day, you can compete with your own video of being pushed out on the For You page. It seems that way and you just don't get as many views. So after all of the testing that we have done, we have discovered that 3 a day is the secret sauce. Okay. And so 3 a day. Now what I did is it took me about 1 hour to create them. Sorry, I had an itch on my arm. And so here's something that I discovered with this. And here's one of the other reasons why I chose TikTok. could just create them all on the TikTok platform. I'm not fancy with my videos. I just open the TikTok platform, I click the plus sign, and I shoot my video, right? And then I literally add the captions, and I'll add like some hook at the very beginning. I'll add music, I'll post the video. Like that's all I do. I don't do anything fancy at all with my videos. And it works for me. Okay. And so that's how I can get 3 done in an hour. So when I first launched my business and I just started doing videos. They'd be like a minute to 2 minutes. Then what I did is I realized most people left my pieces of content at 45 seconds. So I reduced them to 5 seconds, 45 seconds, and a minute. Now that I'm bigger and have more, I can pretty much do whatever time I want. But I'm telling you what, the momentum happened when I did 5 seconds, 45 minutes, and 1 minute. That's your hot tip. So the 5-second one, you guys, I did was a faceless. Okay. Now I want you to understand. So this is an hour and a half of my day, what I have done every day, non-negotiables, right? When I first started. I got to share something with you though. You know how at your job, when you work 8 hours, the only way you make money again is working another 8 hours. Okay. Can we agree with that? Yes or yes? You ready for this? You might want to sit down for this one. When you learn how to create content the right way, those pieces of content, I want you to start looking at it now as your digital real estate because it never goes away. I have videos. Oh, I like that, Todd. Thanks. I have literally videos out there working for me that I created over a year ago. And I'm going to give you an example. Okay. So screenshot this real quick because this is really, really important. And if you got to bounce and get off of here at any time, just go dailypaidbusiness.com and check it out. Okay. So let me show you this. Okay. Hold on. Okay. So let me go. This is what I think is so cool. Just a minute. It says somebody is calling me. Hold on. This is kind of weird. Okay. Let me hold on. I might have a few screens open. Holy moly. Hold on. My son will grab my phone every once in a while and go, Mom. Well, okay. Anyway, let's do this. So watch this. Let me show you this, okay? Hold on. Let me get to my channel. So this video right here, you guys, has literally been out there working for me since March 5th of 2023. Okay, let's just look. Because it literally just had a comment. So why am I telling you that? Look at all these comments that I still need to answer because they're just coming in. So this is a faceless video, by the way. So I am not looking at the screen and I have words on the screen though, that would literally stop the scroll of my perfect customer and want them to learn more. And so that is a 5-second video. It's still out there working for me. So a video, 5 seconds that I did 16 months ago is still generating me, building my email list, building my following, and building my income. So what I'm trying to get from you guys is tell you guys, when you do this, I want you to get excited about you're creating 3 pieces of digital real estate that is going to be forever out there working for you, helping you build your business and helping you build your brand. Okay. This is why I say be very intentional. You got to be intentional with this because you can literally get paid from these and build a brand from these forever. They don't go away. Yes, evergreen money printing. So good. How many ads do you post? Well, I got so good at posting ads, I could literally get 100 done in 30 minutes. What I did is I had a Google Docs and I had 10 websites I like to use. And I would click on the website, I would open it up and I could hammer in 10 spots, run 10 ads, right? In 10 different locations on them. Then go to the next one, go to the next one. And so that was my challenge every day. How can I add more? I used to do like 4 a day on each. So I'd get 40 done and then I could go to 45 and I would just challenge myself to try to copy and paste more every day. It just kind of was a fun thing for me. Yeah. I might be a little competitive, just a little. How long roughly would I be seeing results? I can't answer that because I don't know what you're putting in your ad. I don't know how consistent you're going to be, right? All I can tell you is my results. So, something you guys got to understand, when you launch your own business, it's you, right? You are the only one that can determine if you have wildly massive success or you don't. I know that's really sad and scary sometimes, right? You're like, dang it. I just want somebody to tell me that I'm going to be rich tomorrow, right? It don't work that way. And so all I can tell you is the results that I've had and what's really worked really well for me. But that strategy helped me because I would call them out in the headline, right? And I didn't have a lot in the ad. I've seen some ads that got so much information. I'm like, nobody is taking the time to look at that, right? And you guys, and there was another part of that as well, right? Because I wasn't only posting ads, I was consistent on posting every day on TikTok as well, right? So I was building that following there as well. And I will tell you what, if you do not, and I didn't even think about doing this, but I just did it because of YouTube being the #2 search engine. But I could have also put a TikTok video in there. And that could have built my following on TikTok too, right? So there's many different options that you can get really creative about and do. Okay, so let's go back to the 3 pieces of content. Again, I want you guys to look at it as digital real estate because it just doesn't go away. Just like right now, if you built a home, that's digital real estate, right? You could Airbnb it, you could rent it or do something, right? It doesn't go away unless something traumatic happens and a storm comes through. But other than that, it's going to be out there working for you 24/7. So I want you to look at creating content that way. Okay, so that's what I would do. Okay, because this was the most important part of creating my planning my week was I would do this. Okay, in the time frame, mastering the 2-hour workday has been everything. So then I would spend about 15 minutes at the beginning, comments, okay, comments and emails. At the very beginning, it only took me about 15 minutes to reply to comments and reply to emails, okay? And then I would spend another 15 minutes on learning something new, right? I always took it in bite-sized pieces because I didn't want to like learn and be overwhelmed. I wanted a nugget, something small that I could grab because this is a learning and earning process. Hence, if you're inside my community, now you know why I give you a daily video, right? So you have something every day that you can listen to, plug in, and it will help you move forward with your mindset, your skill set, your techniques, right? And I love to give you a little video to do that. So this is what I learned to master. And so what I mean by mastering is I didn't post 3 pieces of content to post 3 pieces of content. I posted 3 pieces of content to be able to attract my perfect customer to me. And the only way I can attract my perfect customer to me is if I took the time to get to know them. And the only way I can take the time to get to know them is if I create content that they want to engage in. That's it. You guys, I can promise you if you are promoting something in high demand, right? And I'm going to share with you what I promote and why I chose to promote this. But if you're promoting something in high demand, it's already proven and tested to sell, then you just got to get good with attraction marketing. So that's why when I say very intentional, I was so intentional with my pieces of content. And here's the thing though, there's another layer to this, right? And the other layer to it is you guys, is sometimes you guys create content when the state of mind you were in 10 minutes before that is not a winning state, right? So let me give you an example. I just leave me alone. I got to get this done. I got to get this done. I got to create this content. I'll deal with you later, right? You're getting on your kids or your spouse. You got 10,000 things and you walk in the other room and you create content you think is going to convert. That's the worst thing you can do. You mentally aren't in that mental space. Can I give you guys a hot tip what I did? Okay. Because I was learning to get my 2-hour workday in. I was learning to figure this out. So what I would do is I only had to do this for like 2 weeks, by the way, because I just was working on mastering the 2-hour workday. But I would write down 21 pieces of content I wanted to create, 21 topics. And I would grab 7 shirts out of my closet and I would come in my office and I would create 3 videos, change my shirt, kind of move my hair around a little bit and create 3 videos. I would create my entire content for the week in like 2 hours. I just get it all done. So then all I would have to do every day is go post those 3 pieces of content. That was so good for me at the very beginning because I was able to prime my mind, get in a winning state, and then just create all content for the entire week. So if you are kind of living in a space that you have a lot going on that includes kind of getting frustrated or overwhelmed or like a lot of limiting beliefs, you might try that. Because I can promise you, the first few videos you do, you're probably not going to be in the very best state, but you're going to notice by video like 9 to 12, you're slaying it, my friend. You are slaying it. Nailed it. Have you guys ever seen that cake show? Me and my daughter used to love watching that. Nailed it, the cake show. I think about that all the time. Like, you can nail it with your content, right? And it's interesting though, because you'll see, like, you'll go back and look at your content. I used to do that. And I'll tell you what, usually the first 2 or 3 videos never made the cut because they were just that bad. I'm talking because I just wasn't in that state. But then I started flowing. And the more I did, I got more in a peak performance state. Right? Why do you think actors or actresses have to spend so much time rehearsing? Right? But you think you can go from your real world into the world you want to be in just like that. It doesn't happen from anybody. You guys, have you watched the Michael Jordan documentary? One of the most impactful things I watched in that documentary was when he said right before the big championship, he wasn't here. He wasn't here. And I don't know this part. He either flew somebody in or he flew to somebody, like literally in the middle of the night, to get his mind primed, to get that winning mindset, to get in the right state. Like literally. Can you imagine how much money he spent to have that done? But he did. And then of course they won. But my point is we look at that going, wow, that's awesome. But we think our brain is going to be so much sharper and more equipped for success than somebody like Michael Jordan. No. So you got to expect that. You got to prime your mind. You got to be ready to win. So that's something you might try to do if you struggle creating content. So it's a kind of a win-win though, right? Because then you can get all your videos done and then you're saving more hours in your day. It's kind of awesome. Now I love creating content on a daily basis. Yeah. Yeah. So, okay. It's fun. Yes. Yes, there's just signed up. Awesome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yay, yay. Yeah, okay. Yes, he did. It's so good. It's yeah. It's so oops, hold on. Sorry, TikTok. I'm trying to get let me see. Yes, the Legacy Slayers. That's so good. Yeah, step by step is so good. And and it is, and to me, the most important thing, literally, if you want to know how I plan my week, and it still is this, the most important thing I do when I plan for success, and that is, how can I show up better for you? How can I show up better for you so you see that you can learn these skills, learn these techniques, and change your life? And so that's what I work on more than anything is training the algorithms to find my perfect customers. Which, how do you train the algorithms? That is by blocking fast. I just block the people that aren't my perfect customer, and I literally know what I'm focusing on. Okay, and I literally just focus on. I've literally been saying the same thing, you guys, for 21 months today. 21 months today is when I discovered this. 21 months today, you guys. I was scared to death, but I was like, I have to make this work. I hope I'm not too old. I hope I don't need tech skills. I don't like tech. I don't want to. It was 20 and actually, literally, well, I guess I was already started because I probably started at like 9 in the morning. Yeah, 21 months ago today, my world changed because I said yes. My world completely has changed because I said yes. Oh, look, today's the 10th. Yes, let's go. Oh, um, Wendy again. I'm trying to be true to myself. Sometimes I find I switch from my family persona to my business persona. Any suggestions? I'm reaching out, need to retire people. What do you mean by that? Give me a little more detail about that. Yeah, let me give you, what do you mean by switching? I mean, being mom to being, yeah, help me out with that. Yeah, yes, exactly. They all right here. The mind is so, oh, thank you guys. I know it's so awesome. The mindset, yeah, the mind is, it's always been that way though, right? Like it always has been that way. I mean, there, big companies, they will call people in to train you, on not only techniques, but also on your mindset. It is absolutely huge. Yeah. Yeah, I know. So exciting. Mm. And tonight I get to train you guys on content. Oh man, on my 21 month. I can't wait. Do you struggle with your mindset sometimes? Oh yeah. Um in like, can I handle all this? Am I worthy of all this success? It's huge, Todd. It's like huge. It is huge, right? And I still let like some little things take me out. Absolutely. That's why I plug into mindset. I probably plug into mindset more than anybody in the community. I mean, sometimes I will do an hour's worth of it. Absolutely. And I know when I need it. Like if I feel a little like and tense or something, I'm like, you need to go have a little Tony Robbins in your life or Laura St. John, right? And she's coming back on Thursday. Those are my two favorites. So absolutely, I love John C. Maxwell as well, right? I'm always working on raising my leaderships. That's why I pay a lot of money for a mentor, right? Because of that, I know I have a lot of growth and improvement. Yeah. Yeah. You are welcome. Yeah. I try to do my best to do comments. I mean, try to answer comments. Yeah. How can I see the video you are going to do tonight? And so if you are inside my community, go inside the community, go to the calendar, and you'll see tonight's training. You'll see the Zoom link. Yeah. Just posted my first post on TikTok. Way to go. Yes. Way to go. Okay. Yeah. So right here, dailypaybusiness.com if you want more details. Somebody was asking for more details. Okay. So Jen, I have payments on my website. You just got to scroll down to the very bottom and you'll see the 4 payment plans. Yes. I just lost my job today and I told myself it's going to work because I'm part of this program. Yes. Sorry to hear that, but now your plan A just now become, no, your plan B just now become your plan A, right? Yeah. It's scary, isn't it? Like I am literally blown away how many people are literally getting laid off right now. Oh, is the switching confusing to my perfect customer? What do you mean? I think we all have a different personality at home and at work. I'm used to being the manager at work. I find some of my videos are telling people what to do and oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, become aware of it and just don't do it. I mean, seriously. Yeah, that's good. The fact that you recognize it because that's awesome because that's kind of like a blind spot. Just finished my module. So yeah, awesome. I love it, love it, love it. Okay, so you guys, this is what I worked on. Now I got to tell you something because this is where what I mean by mastering. This was a 2-hour workday I started when I started. So here's what happened. See, I have 1 hour of creating 3 pieces of content. Guess what would happen? I would create that piece of content. And this is a hot tip. This is what I mean by the word mastering it. Why I created that piece of content. Guess what would happen? I would start scrolling on the For You page while it was uploading. And there's nothing wrong with that. because you got that hourglass, like 70% loaded, 50%, and it goes up. But guess what I did? I kept on scrolling even after it hit 100%. And I got down that rabbit hole of being in the For You page, of getting relaxed, right? And just scrolling on the For You page. And then I noticed it's a time sucker. And I noticed I spent 15 minutes scrolling. So I had to master the 1 hour. And so what I had to do is I had to train me to the moment it hit 100%, to go create the next video. So that's what I'm telling you. You got to learn to really manage your mind, and you got to master the 2 hour, which means you got to become aware what you're doing in between that time. So what I would do is I would literally, this is exactly how my morning went. And it was really good for me because I had to leave my house at 11:15 in the morning and go get my little peanut from preschool. So I had to get all my income earning activities done before then, right? And so what I would do is I would spend 30 minutes posting free ads, and I would be listening to my favorite music because I just wanted to just get really present. Have you noticed you can listen to music and you become present? Have you thought about that? You get into the music. You don't think about the past. You don't think about your fears. You don't think about your limiting beliefs. You feel the music. You don't think about anything. Have you thought about that? But boy, howdy, the moment that song's off, you can come right back, right? And so that's why I love starting with music. I just would play my favorite songs. And then what I did, you guys, after that is when I knew I only had like 5 minutes left, I would switch over and listen to Tony Robbins for the other 5 minutes. And then I would literally get done doing my my 30 minutes. I would literally go create my 3 pieces of content. Okay. Now, how I plan my week to win is every Sunday. I'm giving you a really hot tip right now. Every Sunday, I already know what I'm going to talk about for the week. So Monday is a different subject. Tuesday is, Wednesday is, Thursday is, Friday is for Q&A. So typically what I'll do on Friday is all I will do is go through my content and go through my content and answering questions with videos. I call it Freedom Friday, and I just try to answer your questions on Fridays. Now, sometimes I'll do them more in the week when I feel it's something that's important that needs to be addressed. So I have to find a topic because I do this on Sunday, for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I have to find 6 different topics that I cover, right? So I literally, many of you have seen this, and we're going to actually take a deep dive into it tonight, by the way. But I talk about bridging the gap. So I talk about sad face to happy face. And I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do 6 things. And I write down what their problems are here and the solutions that I provide. And I would pick one of them a day to talk about. So every Sunday, I already know what I'm going to talk about every single day of the week. You guys, you realize the amount of bandwidth that freed in my space in my head every day? Because I already have it on paper what I'm going to talk about. Yeah. And now that I go live every day, I do that with my topics. I know every day ahead of time what I'm going to talk about on my live, right? And what I'm going to talk about on my content. So I'm telling you, there's so many people that you're running around with your head cut off and like, I got to do 3 pieces of content. And you just do 3 pieces of content and there was no strategy behind it. Like I said, you got to set yourself up for success, not for failure. So many people just create content like that and you wonder why it's not converting. You wonder why it's not working. I know literally on Sunday exactly what my topics are for the entire week. I love having Fridays, Freedom Friday, where I just freely answer your guys' questions. I've literally been doing that since I've started. I don't know why I picked Fridays other than Freedom Friday. Yes, but it is wild to me the difference it made when I quit myself for success. It's not just about Scheduling is about equipping you for success, you guys. The moment you equip yourself for success, you will gravitate towards success. Just because you purchase something, just because you commit to something doesn't mean it's going to work for you unless you equip yourself for success. Does that make sense? Yes or yes? Yeah. But it's great for us on Legacy Builder because when they find out they can become their own boss, their future becomes brighter. Yes. It is sad how many people are getting laid off. It is. It's scary. It is really scary. Yes, exactly. And so that is what I've always done. So that's what I recommend for you guys. Plan your week on, I just like doing it Sunday mornings. I don't know why. It's just nice. I'll go out and sit on my back patio, and it's just the birds are chirping, and it's a nice little breeze still. And I'll just take the time to write all this down. And it feels good that you have something there and ready to go. Okay. It really does. I would do that. The sad to happy exercise is awesome and helpful. Oh, yes. Isn't that good? Yeah. I'm going to take a little deeper dive on it today, but yeah, it is. This is this. You guys, everybody starts here. Everybody has a problem that they're trying to solve. And you got to bridge the gap for your customer to get them over here. And this is all I do in my content. How do I bridge the gap? So here's the great part. If I ever hear somebody say, I don't know what to post, well, because you've not done this exercise. The moment you do this exercise, you'll always know what to post. Like you'll always know what to talk about. You will always know what to talk about. And yes, you can even do this with faceless content. Absolutely. I send my email, but only have the 900 option. Don't see the 100. I send my email, but yeah, I don't know what you're meaning, but all you got to do is take the time and scroll down, you guys. See, this is what I'm talking about. This microwave society. We don't take the time to look at the whole entire page. Yeah, scroll down to the bottom of the website. Do you use your lives as post afterwards? You know, that is such a great question. And I used to, and I don't as much anymore because, and I need to. I used to, because one of the videos that I did that was part of my live I did in January is now at 135,000 views. So funny, right? And that was from that. But my lives are just re-recorded on YouTube, or the replays are always available on YouTube. But I have a lot of improvements. Always improvements. Always. Yeah. Um, yes. So now here's what I do. So I do this, and then inside my community, I have what's called a content vault. That literally is a vault of, there's over a year's worth of hooks. So all you got to do is you take that hook, right? And then you'll be able to use it with one of these. And that's all I do. Right? And so I help you be creative, right? Because you gotta create a stop the scroll hook, but then the content is going to come from this. So I love that. So for example, you literally can on Sundays when you plan the content you're going to create for the week, is you literally go to the content vault inside the community and you pick 5 of them you want to use, or 21 of them. Maybe you want to use a different one for every video. And then you have them ahead of time as well. So you're completely prepared. So many people, what happens is, you got to create 3 pieces of content. So the next day you just go, oh, what am I going to talk about? And you try to figure it out. And then you wonder why it's not working. Do you realize, I'm just going to give you a really great example. Do you realize the Super Bowl commercial, they will start planning that a year in advance to have one commercial play. They prepare a year in advance. So it baffles me that people don't even want to prepare for their content a week in advance. So you have an idea of what to talk about, because here's what happens. Okay. Every day is a different day. We're all humans and we all have human moments, right? And so some days when you go to create your content, you might be in the best frame of mind, the best state. You might be ready to go. And some days you might be a little frazzled and have a lot going on. You're going to show up different in your content, mostly if you've not even wrote down what you need to do. So that's why on Sunday, I'll have every single piece wrote down. And then I will literally, right before I go to create my 3 pieces of content, I'll open my book. I'll see them right there. I'll listen to some Tony Robbins, and then I'll start recording the videos that are already there. Already, I know what I'm going to be talking about. Then boom, that's it. So I'm not having to take that bandwidth of what's going on in my day and have to try to add another layer, because that part's been done. Does that make sense? To not have to do all that. You guys, this is how you get your life back. This is how you get your time back. This is how you can master getting your income earning activities done in 2 hours a day. And all it takes me on Sundays is like 30 minutes to prepare my entire week. Just 30 minutes. Yeah. Let me see. Hi, Michelle. Do you use the same hashtags consistently on your daily? I do most of the time, Chuck. So there might be 1 or 2 that will be different. So if I'm talking about a social media strategy, I will use the hashtag social media marketing or something like that. So, but other than that, I always use hashtag legacy builder. I always use hashtag moms of TikTok. And typically I'll always use hashtag passive income or work from your phone or things like that. But then I will always use 1 hashtag that will just really emphasize what the topic of that video is. Yeah. Yeah. Let me see. What about your stories? Stories. Well, okay. So I have a plan for my stories, right? So lately, on TikTok, my stories are only, and I get them done in like, in 1 minute, I can get my stories done for the day. So I'll always do a shout out of somebody in the community, and then I'll say when I'm going live on TikTok. Now on Instagram, I will just share those 2 on Instagram. Sometimes I will share one of my videos from TikTok onto Instagram, and then I will always do something personal on Instagram, and then that shares to YouTube. And again, that is literally that I literally can get that done in my hours. Yeah. Yeah. It is a beautiful day. It is. It is. Today's my 21 month of launching my business. And yes. Can you talk about the process prior to reaching 1,000 followers on TikTok before you go live? I'm actually covering a training on that tonight, and you will, if you're inside my community, you will learn that tonight. Let me see. How far out do you plan? Do you recommend campaigns? Okay, good question. So what I do is I plan month. So I always have a theme for the month and a goal for the month. And then I reverse engineer that. What do I need to do on a weekly basis? Right. And then every week I reverse engineer, well, what I need to do on a daily basis to reach my weekly goal, which will reach my monthly goal. I actually covered this in my Legacy Builder training last week. And tomorrow I'm adding another layer to it, how I keep track of the weekly and how I adjust it so we can make sure we hit the monthly. Yeah, that's exactly what I do. Okay. All I have to do is watch one of your videos and I'm completely motivated and keep going. Yes, I love hearing that, my friend. I love it. Planning would make it does make it so much easier. Oh my gosh, guys, it's been the game changer for me. Like I know, like I got all my content wrote down for this whole entire week yesterday. All I got to do is shoot the videos, right? And like when I was in Hawaii, and the day we were leaving the Airbnb, I was ready before everybody else was. So I just went in the front yard and done a few videos so I posted them when I got back. So I got ahead of my content. I was flowing. Boy, I was like, I'm flowing. I'm going to keep on going. And so I created more content. So I'm telling you guys, that's my best advice for you. If you're just doing 3 a day, but you're flowing, like you're feeling it, just go back to what you wrote down on Sunday and just create a few more videos. Then you can post them during the week. Yeah. A daily planner is so good. David, I am fantastic, my friend. Thanks for asking. And how are you? Happy Monday, everybody. It's not only Monday, but it's also my 21-month anniversary of discovering a process like this and literally launching my own business. Pretty awesome. A day, yeah, September 10th, the day I'll never forget. Yay! Thank you. I'm glad you love my lives, my friend. Yeah. Okay. Let me see. Do. I am brand new and setting up my stuff. So excited to be here. Well, I'm excited for you, my friend. I love it. I love it. Yes. Okay. So let's keep on going because I'm talking about how I plan my week. And so something else I do, you guys, that's so important is I always plan what I'm going to do with the family and me time. Right? You have to have something to look forward to, guys. If you're trying to balance this and do this, and you don't actually look at the schedule and see you time, you can get burned out. Okay. You can get burned out. Now, here's one of the most important things you can do. And that is when you have when you plan your week, again, we're planning for success, right? I always think of, okay, all this set I'm going to do this week. What is this outcome going to bring me? What is the outcome going to bring me? Many of you, that outcome might be you're going to get out of debt. Many of you might be you're going to be able to quit your job or quit a second job that you have. Many of you might be you're going to be able to pay for your children's college, right? What is that outcome that you are going after? Not saying 1 week is going to create that outcome, but this week is going to get you closer to that outcome. That was huge for me, right? Because I can promise you, you will make it through the resistance. You will make it through the friction. You will make it through things and areas that are harder when you know there's an outcome when you get the results done, and you will show up more intentional. So, for example, I love to travel. Like, I love to travel. And so last night we were eating and we're going to be going to Miami this summer. And so I was on Airbnb. Also, yeah, I'll show you what I was doing last night. Look at these. So I'm on Airbnb while we're waiting for our food to come. Oh my gosh, hold on. So let me go to my wish list. Okay. So you'll see so Miami Beach, see? And so I'm sitting there and I'm finding all these places in Miami and I added a wish list, right? Of all the different places that we want to go see. Like, which one should we stay at? Which one do we like best? And just literally, like, I think this was my favorite. You guys want to see it? Oh my goodness, look at this place. Holy moly, you guys. See how I get fired up? You don't think I didn't show up like that today? Like, oh my gosh, if I get the outcome that I want to get this week, this is where I get to go. You see it? Is this not gorgeous? Like, this is my dream. Pool and ocean, right? And so this is what I do. So guess what? I have this to come back and look at. So if there's a day this week that I just really don't feel it, I'm going to look at this going, woohoo! Do you see the difference? Do you see the difference? And you felt me get excited. So that's what I did. So I just saved all these different places, right? And I have them all in here. That's what I did when I was eating last night because I was like, what is this outcome that I'm looking for this month? Working hard, right? What is it going to get me? Oh, going to get me more memories with my family. Right. And of course, it wasn't always that. It was like, oh, I want to just be debt free. And I had to just go through this. But the harder I worked and been consistent, the bigger my outcomes get a lot more fun. Does that make sense? Yes. Yes, it is. It is. You got to have that purpose. Yeah. Oh, I've never been. I know there's so many. I will be in your suitcase. Yeah. There's so many places, that we want to go. Like, I mean, and it's just that life is just too short to hang out and do nothing, right? And it just, that's my opinion anyway. Anyway, in my world, it is, right? And so, anyway, that's what I'm saying though. So, I always spend time every week looking at the what the outcome is going to give me. because I'm showing up for that. Right? That's why every morning, oh, something else I do inside my community, we have a wins category, and I'll go look at the wins every morning. I'll just scroll through those wins and I'll comment on some of them, and I'm like so fired up seeing the results that people in my community are getting. I'm like, this is awesome. And I just get so fired up from it, right? And I'm like, oh my gosh, like the lives that we're changing and impacting. So those are the two things that I do that are very, very important to me. Is you got to you guys, success will never come in a state of fear, in a state of frustration, in a state of worry, in a state of doubt. It will come when you equip yourself for success. It really will. Yeah. Um, do do do. Babe, pull in the garage is you want to for a little bit. What? What? What was that? Yes, I'm going, yes, mindset and motivation are huge. Yes, yes. Okay, I'm trying to get caught up in comments. Yes, it puts you in a peak state. Yes, yes, Tony Robbins. That's right, Wendy. You just did his 4-day event in March. Which one did you do? Unleash the Power Within? Or what does he have? Unleash the Power Within. Destiny is the next one I want to do. I've done Unleash the Power Within twice. So, fun fact about me, you guys, I've always loved Tony Robbins, like obsessed with his training for real. But I was always afraid to go to a live event because it's just too people-y for me. And he makes you like interact with people. And I just, that's too people-y for me. And then when COVID hit and he did the online, I was at his first virtual one and I did another virtual one. So good. I've done two. And it's so interesting. I was in such a different state. I learned so many different things on the second one than I did the first. Let me see. Um, it's hilarious. Okay, that's so I love that. That is awesome. You just made my day, girlfriend. Oh my gosh, that is so good. Oh my god, how funny. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah, I'll tell you what, you guys want to know the best motivational book on the planet? For real. Go read the Bible. Like I'm talking, that will fire you up. It is probably the best. Yes. Okay. Do 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 do. Yes, he is on fire. Yes. I mean, literally the best motivational book. I'm serious if you read it. Yeah. Yep, it is, it is, it is. So good, so good. Okay. Um, yeah, it is very motivating by reading wins. Yeah, because you can look at the wins. It's no different than anything. If they can do it, I can do it, right? If they can do it, I can do it. And that is so true. Yeah, it is so true. What, that's interesting. You know, what I have learned in business is when you are a mentor for many people, I just don't go down the religion because I don't, if somebody doesn't believe what I believe, I don't want them to feel I won't help them. And some people get really sensitive with that. So I've learned just to not go there, just to not, to me, it's not worth it because I want everybody to feel valued no matter what their belief is. Right. And so I just try not to go there. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I've never heard of him. Isn't that interesting? We hear about all these famous people, and I'm like, yeah, I've never heard of him, right? Just like there's many other people that we haven't heard of. So, yeah, we welcome you to Miami. Oh, we are going. Yes, we are going. So we leave Monday. So I won't. Next week, my schedule is going to be different going live, you guys. We leave Monday and we're going to Florida, but we're not going. We're going to a beach by Jacksonville. I don't even know how to say it. And we're staying there. We rented a beach home there, and we're staying there from the 17th to the 24th. And yeah, and then we're going to be back for the 24th or for 4th of July. And then after that, I think we're going to Colorado. And then after that, I'll come back and I'll go to Miami. I'm excited for that. Yes. Yes, there you go. I like that. That is very good. Absolutely. I am a word Bible woman. That's good. Yes. Um, yeah. Okay. Come to Canada. It's so funny. I know. That's what we were looking at. Like, is it cold in Canada? I mean, I don't know anything about Canada, but yeah, I definitely want to go there. Yes, I definitely want to go to Canada. I know I will win today. I couldn't wait to get home from my soon to X 9 to 5 job to go live. Yes, that is a good thing, right? When you are excited about not going live, when you're excited about going live instead of like, I got to go live, right? There's a huge difference. Like, I can't wait to go live compared to I have to go live. Big difference, yeah. Yep, Richard, I have learned that early to stay away from religion and politics. Yes. It just because there's there's when you're helping people build a business from home, having those type of conversations, it's not going to help them get closer to daily paying customers, right? So I just focus on I keep the main thing, right? The main thing. Yes. Love it. Do, 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 do. Okay. So, Elizabeth, make sure you're on tonight's mentoring call. Tonight, I'm actually going to help you with that. You're going to get off tonight's call and be so fired up about creating content. Yes. Because that's the thing. And, oh no. Yeah. The main thing. Yes. Yes. Okay. So here's the thing. I'm going to talk to you guys about this because this is so important. Um, I'm not on that kind of time. What kind of time are you talking about? So, hey guys, thanks for following me. Yep, they're not me. I don't, yeah. And yeah, you guys, I will not start following you, right? Only time I follow you is if you ask me to follow you. And I do that for that reason, right? So if you see a Michelle O'Neill starting to follow you, matter of fact, they're listening to you guys right now. Like they're hanging out and they're seeing who's engaging with me. And then they're going to DM you or start following you. I can promise you it's not me. Right? I can't wait for TikTok to take them down because TikTok will. If you don't think TikTok's not trying to work on a method, they will. But in the meantime, just be safe. No, I won't DM you. Okay, just please be safe. I will not take you to WhatsApp. I won't take you to Telegram. Just be safe. So tonight the Zoom is 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Yeah, so every Monday we do Zooms at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then Thursdays, it's 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. This Thursday is going to be Laura St. John. She is a well renowned mindset coach. She's actually been featured on even Netflix movies as well, helping people get through that. And then tomorrow, my Legacy Builder training is at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time tomorrow. I try to do my best with the Legacy Builder to do it at many different times to accommodate as many different time zones because that one is very in-depth and live and interactive. Yeah. Thanks for asking. Um, I need help. I went to check out to select Afterpay and no selection other than Visa and PayPal. So, if you're in the United States, Jen, it should be there. So you might have a pop-up blocker. So let me show you. Oh, I keep on forgetting you guys. I have a handy dandy. Okay. So if you come right here, okay, here's my website. And if you scroll to the very bottom, okay, oops. Yeah, right here. And if you see where it says click here for payments, it's the blue that says click here to enroll and get the bonuses and the 4 income streams. It's right here. And then it's right there. And then all you got to do is you see right there where it says Afterpay. And you click right there where it says Afterpay and boom, there's the payment plans. Yeah, it's right there. I love that. I love that for you. Yes, I do. I do. I do. This time of the year, it's warm in Canada. Awesome. Love that. Love that. Okay. Hi, I bought my program, but I'm still struggling to understand how to set up the domain. Okay. So there's a step-by-step training inside of there. I would literally follow it. But can I give you a fun fact? I literally had GoDaddy set my domain up for me. But let me show you this. So this is inside our community. If you go to the classroom, click on the classroom tab, and I want you to scroll down to the tech Zoom. Okay, the one for tech. And I want you to click on troubleshooting, and I want you to click on GoDaddy troubleshooting. It's right there. I can literally promise you every single thing is at your fingertips. You just got to be willing to search for it. And you know how you can search for it? All you got to do is go into search and type in GoDaddy and go click on classroom. And boom, it'll pop up for you. Yeah, it's all right there. Let's go. Let's go. You had GoDaddy set yours up for you too. Yep, me too. Me too. I know, I love that we can offer payment plans as well. Please, may you explain payment plans for other countries? Honey, it's not me. I'm not the one offering the payment plans. It's a company called Afterpay. You're not paying me payment plans. Yeah, it's a company. And I think they only offer it in the country that we live in. I don't know. That's a really great question. You would think with it being digital. So, hi everyone, go download Sheen and type in search. Hey, I love Sheen, but I'm not going to type that in because I don't know why somebody would get on. Be careful, guys. Matter of fact, let me just do something about that. That's somebody spamming. They need to buy my program so they know not to spam because there's no reason to spam. Right? Like that's crazy, right? And so be careful because that could be an imposter or something too. Yes, it does. Mm-hmm. I usually have a moderator. They must be busy today. Yeah. This is the best step-by-step system anyone could ask for. Yay! I love hearing that so much. See how coachable you are, Todd? He goes, I've heard you say that on another training, so I did it. Love it. Good group today, by the way. Isn't it going to be harder to sell the $100 program, especially because there is a better option? Why is there a better option? Because maybe that's all somebody can afford, right? I mean, that is definitely my number one selling product is a legacy builder. It definitely is the legacy builder. But yeah, I mean, it's what people can afford and what their goals are. Some people don't have a goal of making 900 a day, 328,000 a year. Some people don't have that goal. So they don't need to buy a product if that's not their goal. I have a gentleman in my community, you guys, his goal is to make 1,000 a month because he just wants to go camping more with his boys. He doesn't have any huge goal. Right? He did have the $300 passive daily pay blueprint, but he did move up to the digital mastery one for $600. And he paid the 300 difference and moved up because he does want to learn how to create a recurring income. And he wants to take that money and just invest that for his kids' college. So, but yeah. Yes. Hey, Tim, how are you? And so, yeah, but it is. It's based on, and the reason why there's really four is because we do business all over the world. And some people, that's all they can afford, right? And I want them to be able to start learning and earning until they can upgrade to the other ones. Let me see. Is it 2 TikTok accounts you have? Because I'm seeing 2. No, you must have just jumped on. This is my only TikTok account. Again, if you guys are getting a DM from me or another Michelle O'Neill is following you, I can promise you they either have official spelled wrong, or they have Michelle spelled wrong, or they have O'Neill spelled wrong, or they've added another character, or they've added a number. So just be safe. This is my only account. And I do not have a Telegram. I do not have a WhatsApp. Okay. So just be safe, my friends. Okay. Yes, absolutely. Not in South Africa. 100 American is equal to 2,000 Rand, which is 2 weeks. Yes, exactly. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. And then tonight we're going to cover video content. So yeah. Um, Yes, exactly. I literally set it up with the step-by-step instructions without any hiccups. Love it. Yay! I love hearing that. I got to tell you a fun fact because I literally pay attention. Like you have no idea how I work on the data and the numbers. And so every single person that has ever commented inside the community, like they need help or something, 100% of them didn't complete the videos. 100%. Is that not? So I know when somebody is asking for help, they haven't gone through the videos. It's so bizarre to me. I'm like, it's all right there. The time you're taking making a post and then getting confused by 25 people's answers is right there. It is quite fascinating to me because I go pull it up because I got all the data inside of the program, the platform. Literally 100% have not finished the setup videos. I wish I could say, oh, it's 80%. Nope, it's 100%. The numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Yay! Joined the launch pad yesterday. Very excited. Love it. Love it. Love it. Hi Michelle. When are you having a smaller Zoom for the community, like what you did with your customers? I don't know when I'm going to be doing that because I'm traveling again next week. I'll be gone all next week. So maybe the week after. I'm doing another one for my personal customers again on Saturday. But I don't know because next week next week I want to be an hour ahead. So I got to figure out my schedule. It might be early bird then. Yes. All you have to do is pause and implement. Yes, yes. Yeah, yes, yes. Hi, Michelle. I just need to register my bank, email, and website. Yay! Awesome, awesome. I love it. Yay! I'm getting my daughter started at the launch pad. Way to go. Yeah. Yeah, the phone is a little bit more difficult. What I recommend is if you're on your phone, just turn it this way. Yeah, just turn it this way. Yeah. How many ads were you able to post in 1 hour? So I got really good, Jill. Tim, why am I not surprised? So I got really, really good. And what I mean by that is I could get 100 ads done in 30 minutes. Yeah, Tim. So we leave Monday for Florida, and then we'll be back the following Monday, and then we'll be here for 4th of July, and then I think we're heading to Colorado, and we're going to go up in the mountains in Colorado, and then we get back from that, and then we go to Miami, Florida. So yes. Yeah, then I got to figure out how to go to Mexico. I got to leave the country this summer still too. So fun, yeah. With a TikTok post, could that be used for Facebook Reel? Yes, it can. It's just you got to understand the audience on TikTok and Facebook is a little bit different. So you might have to level up the drama a little bit for Facebook to get people to really watch a reel over there. I've just noticed that. Like TikTok is like, let's go, get to the point. Facebook is like, they want the drama. Like, you will never be able to do this, or don't watch this video. Like things like that is what Facebook people really like on Facebook. Did you just love Hawaii? Yes. It was like paradise, Rebecca. Like you guys, it was literally, I'm telling you, the perfect trip. We had a perfect day every 15 days we were there. It was the most amazing trip I've ever been on in my life. I cannot wait to share this with you guys. So I bought this painting there. Well, it's not a painting, it's a picture there. I have a huge room right out here, and I bought it. And I can't wait because I have glass doors and I'm going to be able to see. It's a picture. I'll show it to you. I think I have it on here. Oh my gosh. It is 9 feet by 6 foot. And it's this amazing wave from, I'll show it to you. I think I have it on my phone. It's an amazing wave from Hawaii. I think I have it. Oh, please tell me I have it. Oh, I do. Okay. Look, is this not gorgeous? So this here, put this into perspective. This is a 4 foot by 3. It looks really small. But look at the depth of that. So this is going to be on that huge wall that by 9 feet by 6 feet. Isn't that gorgeous? I ordered it in Hawaii. The guy took the picture, right? He's got a whole studio of it. So I'm literally going to just have a piece of Hawaii with me all the time looking out Oh, my window. I can't wait. Yeah, it was a dream trip. I'm ready to go back. Literally ready to go back. So, um, do Canada's need to get an LLC when purchasing? Nope. They literally, it's called like a T5 or I don't know. It's something like that that you will get from the payment processing companies when you make money. Hmm. Oh, yes, loved it. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Oh, St. Andrews by the Sea. Oh, I like the sound of that. Oh, it's my winning season. Let's go. I love that so much. Yes, I love that. Now, it's so funny because this trip that we're leaving on Monday, I'm taking two of my grandchildren and my daughter, but and they've never been on an airplane before. And so this one is not going to probably be as peaceful and relaxing because when you have a 5 and a 7-year-old, you're always going to have to be on the go, but it will be fun. So then that's why I'm like, we'll come back. And then my son wants to train up in the mountains in Colorado. And so then we're going to go rent an Airbnb up in the mountains in Colorado. So that will be like hiking every day, which I'm pumped about that. And then I'm like, then I'm going to need to come back and just zen out in Miami with a big beach view. So anyway, it's awesome, you guys. And that's what I'm saying. You guys, truly, when you learn how to plan for success, you'll start going for success. You'll start going towards success. Just like you had to plan for your job and then you started showing up for your job. You started doing the work so you would get paid. The moment, hey, I like the hat. The moment you treat your business this way and you start planning for success, planning your week, know exactly what you're doing every day instead of every day you live in a state of I got to do this, I got to do this. I don't know what I'm going to talk about. That's why it's hard. I know on Sunday when I have my whole entire week mapped out. And so let me talk to you guys about this real quick before I bounce, okay? So this is it. Now, let me show you. So this is what I did when I started because I said I would never go live. And then we'll start effectively December 1st of 2022. I started going live every day. So what happened is all that flipped is right here. Is this. I got really good, just like with anything, you can get good at something if you do it enough. I could get my 3 pieces of content done in 30 minutes. Still can to this day, by the way. And then I'd go live. That became my schedule. That's the only thing that flipped. Okay. Now, sometimes I'll go live an hour to hour and a half. So sometimes I can get my income earning activities this done in 2 hours. Sometimes it takes 3, but it's all done in the morning. So like when I get off of here, you guys, I'm done with my income earning activities for today. Then I get to go into the movement I'm creating, which is my community, helping my community, equipping my community with what they need to be successful, right? And then that's when that comes in. But other than that, I can still get my income earning activities done in 2 to 3 hours a day. And I love that. And that is the most important thing I'm super intentional with, right? That is why, you guys, this is the biggest thing I see happen. And I want to give you this because you will hit a certain level of success that you will want to launch your own product, program, or service at some time. The best recommendation I have is make sure you're making really good, predictable income so you can hire a whole team. My community would not be successful without the team that I've hired. Like it costs 6 figures to run my community, by the way. I don't take other people's success lightly. It's the most important thing to me. I just hired 3 more people this month, by the way. Well, Michelle's working on training them and hiring them. And I hire her to find good people because she's good at that. Right. So you hire people better than you in certain areas. And so that is why I know we will create 1,000 6-figure income earners and 1,000 millionaires, because I will just keep on growing the team that's making sure everybody's successful. And so that's something that I love, but I just don't want nobody to get confused on this is still the main thing for me. So while I'm doing my income earning activities, I got a whole team helping my community so we can equip you guys for success. Yes. And it is awesome. Yeah. And so this is huge. Yes. Hey, Michelle, and hey, Michelle. Yeah. It's so funny. Some people get so confused with that because we're both Michelle. That's what me and Michelle were talking about. We do a Zoom every week, and I'm like, what's the chances of that? That we both are Michelle, right? So funny. So it is quite confusing to brand new people, but it is amazing. Like, she is so good at what she does. And you guys, you the best is yet to come, by the way. I'm telling you, you haven't seen nothing yet. If you heard our conversations, you guys would be like, holy crap. Like, we've not even begun. We're like barely scratching what we are going to be implementing inside the community. It just, you can't eat an apple in one bite. You got to do bite-sized pieces. And we are. And we just keep on equipping a really good, strong team to help everybody get to their goals. So, yay. Well, I'm glad you're here, my friend. Yeah, Elizabeth, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. That is correct, my friend. I know, you guys. It's so awesome. It is so good. I mean, we have the most coolest sayings we're going to be implementing. Yes. Yes. So, but again, and none of that matters. It doesn't matter what you're selling. It doesn't matter how many pieces of content you create if you do not know how to plan for success, my friends. It's the most important thing you can do is plan for it. Because if you plan to go to the movies, you're going to go. But if you don't plan to go to the movies, you won't go. Let me give you another example. If there wasn't a due date on your bills, you would never pay them. But you know when they're due, so you know when you got to pay them. If you know what you got to do for the week, you'll show up and do it. It's not going to be easy at first. Nothing ever is in the beginning, but it is going to be worth it. And then the more you're consistent and the more you plan for success, the more you're going to win. And I love that. Aw, best business ever. Yes, I love that. Hey, Homer the reviewer, how the heck are you, my friend? Haven't seen you for a while. Homer is such a great guy. You just made me smile. You just jumped on my live. And I'm celebrating my 21 month, Homer. Happy 21 months. So surreal. So surreal. Yes, it does get easier every day. Absolutely. Yay. Love that. Love that. Love that. I'm staying excited, but really concentrating on learning because yes, that's the best, my friend. Absolutely. That's the best. Okay. I'm going to get off of here because, thank you. Yes, it's so fun. All the amazing people I've met. I'm determined to make this happen. Yes, Elizabeth, that's the attitude. I'm going to bounce off of here because I do got some things I got to do. And then I got to jump back on with my community tonight. I'm excited about that. I also have my subscriber live. If you're my subscriber live on TikTok, it's at 4 p.m. today. And then I'm going to be back with my community at 7. So see, I'm done with my income earning activities for today. Now it's time to leave the movement, create the millionaires, right? And that's what I get to do next. So it's pretty awesome. Aw. Hey, I'm so glad I've helped you. Yay, I love hearing that. Yeah. Okay. So YouTube, you guys have been awesome. I'll be back tomorrow, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Bye. And TikTok, as always, great group today.